What's going on, NTG fam? Back at it again with another video. Right now I'm on GU and I'm gonna be showing you guys how I did a $90 to 675 account flip. Alright, so stay tuned for that, and at the end of the video we're gonna do analysis for GU and what I'm looking for in GU this week. So guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe for future content. Alright, so let's just get straight into it. We're gonna roll the intro and I'll see you guys in the video. Alright y'all, so we're on GU right now, and I'm gonna be showing you guys the trades that I took to flip the account from 90 to 675. So I always start off on the monthly to look at my zones. Alright, so I saw this resistance here that the market's in right now. This resistance zone right here, boom. Alright, make sure you guys always draw your support and your resistance in zones, okay? Personally, that's what I like to do. I like to draw the market in zones because, as you guys can see on the wicks, you know, the market ranges around here, okay? It's not just a straight line like you put your resistance here, okay? It's not like, oh, it's at a certain price, like resistance at the 32,750. Like, no, price ranges, so you want to always draw your support and resistance in zones, okay guys? All right, so as soon as I got on the monthly, I went down to the weekly just to adjust my my zone here. All right, so it looks pretty even, everything looks good. All right, then we're gonna jump to the daily. You always want to confluence your trade, make sure that you know exactly where you are in the market. All right, so I'm just looking here. Okay, so we're in this we're in the uptrend right now here. All right guys, we're in an uptrend, so we want to be bullish bias here, but for the sole reason of us hitting monthly resistance, I was bearish. I wanted to go bearish, but what happened was I saw a nice pattern on the 5-minute chart, and I did a quick scout, and I was like, okay, you know what, I'm actually gonna buy the market, and then I'm gonna jump back in and then get into the sell. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did that right now. So I marked up my zone from the monthly to weekly to the daily. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Let me go ahead and draw the market replay mode here so we can get back. All right, so this is where we were in the market. This was a Friday right before the market was closing, and as soon as I draw my zones, I saw this symmetrical triangle here. Okay, and mind you, we're in this zone right here. We're in the monthly zone, so we should be looking for a sell, but a symmetrical triangle pattern is very neutral. So wherever the market breaks, that's where you want, that's the direction you want to go. So if we broke here, or if we broke to the downside, that's the market you want to, that's the bias, bullish or bearish, that you want to go into. Okay, so I was here and I was looking to see, I wasn't actually expecting the market to drop, but it didn't. It went bullish. So I was just watching the market. I was here. It looked like it was about to break. I was getting ready for the sell. All right, this little candle here was not enough for me to confirm the break. Okay guys, so just remember that. And this is exactly why I draw my stuff in zone, but just for the video I drew the lines. Okay, so I lit, and then boom, I got this huge candle right here. So I was like, okay, so that means we're going bullish at this moment. All right, so I went to the 1 minute. Okay, and what I did was, I'm not in the trade yet. This green ray is my trade position, but I wasn't in the trade yet. Okay, I drew fibs first because I wanted the retracement. Normally I'm a breakout trader and I get right into the breakout because I don't really like to retest, because personally for me, I don't see the market retest much on how I trade my technical analysis. I usually catch the break, I get in the market, and market drops and I catch everything. But for this specific reason, that we're in a uptrend but we're at monthly resistance, I told myself I want to be more preservative, and I wanted to wait for the retest. And I'm only on a $90 account, so I want to be very careful when I'm trading, and I want absolute confirmation when I enter the trade. So that's why I waited for the retracement. I was looking for a retracement in this zone, the 38.2 and the 50% retracement. This zone right here is what I was looking for. Now, I know most traders actually don't look at the 38.2 as retracement, but you got to remember that we're on the 1 minute time frame. Okay, I know I explained this in my previous video, but regularly the market ranges like this, right? If we're in a downtrend, making lower lows and lower highs. But on the 1 minute time frame, the market moves quick. It barely has time to retrace. You guys see that? So that's why you want to look for the 38.2 and the 50% retracement on the 1 minute time frame. So I waited for that retracement right here, and then I got in right there on the market. As you guys can see on the left hand side, that was the first trade I took. And then I had buy stops. I had a couple buy stops to the upside because, like I said, I'm bearish. My bias is bearish. So for me to go bullish, I want to be in and out the market. Like I was not expecting to hold this trade for this long at all, for a couple minutes just to grow the account. So market continued to the upside. I got my retracement, so I was fine. So I'm just waiting for the market to go up, boom. And then the market just pushed up. And I believe when I was pushing up, I was up like $400. And if you guys look at my free margin, oh my gosh, I can barely even hold those positions because I was going in pretty strong at 0.50. So if this trade went to the downside just for a little bit, I would have been in the negatives. I probably would have got margin called, and that would have been terrible. Would have blew out that $90. But that didn't happen. My analysis was correct, and we got this full bullish movement. All right. And then at this point here, I started trailing my stop loss right here. All right, guys. So you guys see the symmetrical triangle. All right. And then we caught the breakout. See, normally I would have caught this. If I saw this on the 1 minute, I would have bought here, and then it would have retested. So it would have been the same entry. So exactly why I just buy on the breakout. All right, guys. And then so now I'm here. I'm trailing stops right under here. All right. Like I said, I was on a sell bias. So I was not trying to hold this trade. So I had really tight stop loss. I was not trying to hold this at all. All right. Boom. I exited out, and I believe the account around here was at like $800, $900, and then it came back down to $600. Now, I was going to get into a sell, but I was not watching the market at the moment, so I missed my opportunity. But I'm going to show you guys what I was looking for and what I would have did if I was watching the market. I would have gotten to this trade. All right. So automatically I drew this zone here. All right. I saw this like trend line resistance here, and then we're continuing to the downside, and now I see support. All right. So then I drew my support line. So this right here, this is a bearish pattern. Okay. This is a bearish pattern. This is a descending triangle. This is a very bearish pattern. So this would have confirmed my sell right at the monthly resistance. As soon as the candles broke this descending triangle, I would have gotten to the trade immediately. Okay, guys. So if you guys are watching the market right now, boom. Okay. I probably would have waited a little bit more of a break on the 1 minute because, like I said before, guys, I draw my stuff in zones. So my zone would have looked like this. And to me, that's not really a break. So I would have waited for more confirmation. All right. As you guys can see, look at the market, and it came back up, and then boom. And this is exactly why I draw my stuff in zones. You see how this would have been, if you drew your zone on this line and you got into this break, you would have been in drawdown just a little bit. It's on the 1 minute. So, I mean, I don't think it would have been much. Yeah, like 10 pips. That's not bad. That's not bad drawdown. But if you were scalping and you had a stop loss or you over leverage your account, these little 10 pips could easily blow your account, especially for new traders when they go all in and they can barely hold their position for like 15 pips. So you guys want to be careful with that. Make sure you use your money management. So we're here. All right. I just redrew the triangle again on this side. I was like, okay, so the triangle is still valid. So we can still get into the sell. All right. Boom. Okay. This is when I would have entered. I would have had a position right here. That would have been my first position on this sell. We had a descending triangle. This is a very bearish candle pattern. All right. So now we're going to the downside. All right. We retested a little bit. I would have had stop loss right above this lower high. So I would have had stop loss right here. All right. And then boom. Let's see what the market does. And the market just drops. All right. And then at this point, I would have been trailing stop loss because I would have been scalping this. Remember, the market, it's a Friday, market's going to close. You don't want to hold your positions. So you just want to get the immediate pips right out of the market. Now, the market is making lower lows here and lower highs. All right. So I'm just trailing my stop loss on the lower highs. That's pretty much it. That's where you want to put your stop loss. You want to put it a little bit above the lower high. All right. And then you guys see the market continued, made a lower low, and then made a lower high. So trailing my stop loss right above there. Boom. Okay. Market again. Made a lower low. And then I think we're about to confirm another lower high. Yes. So we made another lower high. So we're capturing pips. So let's see how many pips we're in right now for this trade. Okay. GU moves a lot. So yep, 50. So we are floating. We have 37 pips guaranteed locked in right now. All right. 37 pips guaranteed. All right. You guys see it's getting close to my stop loss. Look at that. Ooh, that's so close. That's why you always want to put it right above that lower high, okay, or the higher high if it's an uptrend. Okay, so we're here. Let's see if the market stops us out, because we see this sign of support. So to me, this tells me that the market might range before dropping a little lower. So I'm actually going to raise my stop loss above the previous lower high, because I think the market is actually going to start ranging at this point. It's going to start ranging here. So let's see if it does that. All right, so now I got my range. Ooh, it broke the range. Boom. Okay, so I would have got stopped out right there. Okay, so 30 pips, that's pretty good for a scalp. 30 pips, that's a lot of pips for scalping. All right, so you know, when you scalp, you usually aim for only 10 to 15 pips, 20 pips. So 30 pips, that's an excellent trade there. All right, so the market continued to range, and then boom, oh, there's the drop. So what happened here was it created this trend line to the upside, and then it broke the trend line. Market probably is going to continue to the downside. Yep. All right, and then that's where the market's at right now, ranging. I'm not interested in anything else right now. So yeah, that was pretty much the trade there for the uptrend that I caught. If I was looking at the market, I would have got this downtrend, but unfortunately I wasn't. I was busy, so I couldn't. But I still wanted to show you guys the analysis that I would have looked at and how I would have caught this sell as well. And then I think after this, market was getting ready to close, and then look at that, market just dropped. That's crazy. All right, so let's go ahead and exit out of this, exit out of the market replay. So yeah, so that was it. That's pretty simple right there. Easy price action trading, all right, with technical analysis. That's what I saw in the market. I love to trade triangles, wedges, and flags. Those are my favorite patterns to trade. I'm a breakout trader. I get right on the breakout. What you want to do is you want to figure out your trading strategy, your trading plan. You want to know how you trade. Okay, you have to create your own plan. That's how you become successful in Forex. When you dedicate yourself to your rules, you're following your rules every single time consistently. Even if you get 4 losses in a row, 5 losses in a row, you do not steer away from your plan. You keep hedging your plan, because remember, Forex is a numbers game. It's not a strategy game. It's a numbers game. You'll lose, and then win, and then lose, and then win. Okay? And with those numbers, you have to have at least a 1 to 2 risk to reward to actually have an edge over the market. So you guys want to keep that in mind. Money management and trade psychology is the key to success in this market. It's the only way. So if you guys are scrambling for strategies and stuff, don't do that. All right. You're going to be looking forever for that jackpot strategy, because there is none. There's no strategy that wins 100% of the time. You're going to lose. So you have to be careful with that. Okay. So that's pretty much that trade. So now we're going to look into the analysis for this week that I'm looking for. So again, I'm going to draw this monthly zone here. Okay. So remember, I'm still on a sell bias on GU right now. That's what I'm looking at right now. All right. Went down to the weekly. We did all this already. Actually, let's go to the daily. I want to see what's going on with the daily. All right. So we have this trend line here. Okay. So we're in a strong uptrend. All right. Making higher lows, higher high, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. All right. We still trending up. All right, guys. So, but remember, we're in this zone right here. So the first thing I will look for the sell, I'll go to the 4-hour. This is where I will look for my sell. Okay. I will wait for a break and close. All right. A break and close on this 4-hour trend line right here. That's what I will look for. I'll look for a break and close. So as soon as the market breaks this trend line on the 4-hour, I'm getting into the sell. If you're a retest trader, you'll wait for the break. Wait for the market to retest this trend line, give you a candlestick confirmation, and then go to the downside back to this daily trend line. All right. Remember, guys, it's important to remember your candlestick patterns. All right, your confirmation. Okay, you guys see here, this is a nice candlestick confirmation. This was a 1, 2, and 3 engulfing candle, so that is a buy. Okay, don't just wait for the market to reach here and then start selling and buying. No, you have to wait for confirmation. All right, you want to do your analysis, and then you want to confirm your buy or your sell. Okay, don't just jump into the market with no confirmation. That's how you lose trade. That's how you lose consistently, when you don't confirm your trade. Okay, guys. All right. So if this doesn't break, and let's say we stay above this trend line, this will be my bullish bias. I will wait for the market to get above this monthly zone, and I will look for some sort of retest here. All right, and then I will look for a bullish candlestick pattern, and then I'll continue to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at right now for the week. If this doesn't happen, I'm not getting into any trades. And that's also an important part of Forex, is when you don't have your setup, don't force a trade. You only trade your setup. Don't get, rushing. You want to make money and profit and all those things, and you start forcing things. You're like, you start looking into the market. Oh, look at this gap. Oh, I don't have no trade, so let me just buy. Or we're getting close to the zone, I'm just gonna sell right away. No, wait for your setups, wait for your plan to activate, and then execute it. That's how you're gonna be a profitable trader. All right, guys. So that's pretty much my analysis for GU. If you guys like the video, make sure you guys give it a like. All right. If you want to continue to see this content, please subscribe. I'm going to have a lot of videos dropping soon on the channel. We're going to grow this channel very well. I'm going to do some live trading sessions soon. So I got a lot of plans for the channel. All right, guys. So I hope you guys stay in profit, and I see you guys in the next video. We out.